What is going on, everyone? Xenoblade Chronicles X. Nintendo is unveiling more information, so let's take a look at survival guide number 2. Alright, just giving us more information about the game. Hype for this game. So this is my live reaction, my first time seeing this presentation. I did a live reaction on all of the Japanese presentations, but now that it's in English, we can get a better idea of what we have in store. So here we go. Survival guide.
The builders of the legacy after the
so this is after the destruction of Earth.
Have assembled this
Those are the scales.
to ready you for your perilous mission.
Pretty cool stuff.
A grand destiny awaits.
Grand destiny. Battle screen. So let's take a look at the battle screen.
Planet Mirror is full of dangerous life. So in this survival game,
just the enemy design so cool in this game.
To prepare you for the worst. Let's begin with the information.
So this is a hybrid of your traditional turn-based plus just straight-out action.
Level, name, and HP are displayed on the top.
So there is no turn-based.
To the left,
so you have your enemies information at the top,
tension points,
your party's information on the left.
The bottom of the screen displays
your
the
arts
palette, morale level, position related to the enemy, and current equipped weapons. Considering Earth's impending destruction, I'm sure you're anxious to
put both my headphones on so I can hear it better. Auto attacks.
Basic attacks are automatic blows dealt by either your party members to equipped weapons. These auto attacks are the weakest.
So the auto attacks are the weakest form.
However, they are a great way to deal damage between aggressive art attacks while also building tension.
Seems like the arts are your special attacks. Not really sure. I haven't played the first Xenoblade games. I was done with my Wii
one for their melee
by the time it came out.
Another for their ranged weapon. Press the X button at any time to switch them out as you adapt your strategy.
So you can switch between. Oh, look how cool that bird looks. Alright, let's see what arts actually are.
In addition to the basics,
I've seen that gorilla before.
Special attacks known as arts. Art attacks are the ultimate way to deal
damage.
So
art attacks are the most effective attacks.
To learn, depending on which class your party members belong to. For starters, let's break down arts based on their ability types. Melee arts deliver close.
So you got melee arts.
Ranged arts.
Then you got range arts.
Debuff arts weaken enemies.
Okay, then debuff arts. Alright.
And support arts can enhance.
So just different attacks, types of attacks.
And aura arts can provide special abilities over time.
Okay, aura arts. A lot of different arts.
Keep in mind that the most powerful arts require tension points to activate, and some classes will specialize in particular ability types. So make sure to pick the class that suits.
So it seems like this survival guide's about just battle
when performing
so far.
An art attack, select the desired art on the arts palette, which is located on the bottom of the screen. After performing the art, the attack will need to cool down for a limited time.
I have to admit, everything on the screen seems a little overwhelming, but I'm sure once you get accustomed to the game, it'll just be second nature.
So make sure to experiment with multiple configurations. Now, an advanced technique.
Different arts.
After an art's cooldown period is complete, a green light will circle its icon. Using the art after the green light has completed its circle will add
so there's a bonus.
Increase damage to any art.
If you wait for the green light to come around.
Secondary cooldown. You can reduce the time it takes to enter a secondary cooldown by using the corresponding weapon.
Okay. Now skills. Let's see what skills are all about.
On your journey across Planet Mirror, you'll also
have I mentioned how cool this game looks?
Skills provide passive effects that strengthen abilities such as arts, auto attacks, defense, and more. You and your party members will earn new skills by leveling up class rank.
Pretty typical. You earn new skills as you level up. Makes sense. And this way the gameplay doesn't get stale. Game that comes to mind. There's a lot of games that just have repetitive gameplay.
You won't normally encounter in role-playing scenarios. With the soul voice, you and your party members can call out to each other during battle.
Soul voice, you can.
Art to be performed.
Okay, that's sort of where you can sort of tell your party members what you want them to do. Soul voice.
For example, if Elma calls out for coverage, a yellow box depicting a ranged art will appear above her head. Then, if a party member answers her call with a ranged art, both members' abilities will briefly receive a boost and a small amount of HP.
Okay.
In certain situations, a button prompt will appear. Press the B button when the orange circle overlaps the white circle to nail the timing. This is called Soul Challenge. Succeeding in Soul Challenges increases your morale level, which in turn increases the frequency of soul voices and other bonuses.
I have to admit, look at this, a lot of information. This is why I think this is going to be a real niche title. Don't think this game is going to sell well, even though it's a great game, just because I think it's a more advanced JRPG, and most gamers don't really get into the JRPG. I'm a big JRPG fan, so this game is right up my alley. Alright, different classes as well. That's expected.
Is a beginner-friendly chain that uses a good balance of offensive and defensive arts to stay within melee range.
I missed the first
The
class.
commando chain focuses on applying damaging buffs to enemies and using ranged
Alright,
arts.
commando
The
class.
Enforcer chain can provide support from a distance
Enforcer.
and offers many ranged arts and bonuses. To move through a class chain,
different
you must
classes.
achieve rank 10 to unlock the next class.
Okay. At rank
For
10, you
example,
unlock the
when you
next
reach
class.
Rank 10 as a striker, you can then access a samurai gunner or shield trooper. That's right. Our leading scientists predict that samurais will wield guns in the near future. At least there's something to look forward to.
That boss looked cool. Advanced tactics. I love this main theme, this music.
What every Blade member is itching to
Alright.
learn. Advanced
Yeah,
tactics.
show us some advanced tactics.
First, let's discuss Topple. Enemies inflicted with Topple will become incapable of dodging for a brief
Okay.
time.
You can
leaving
stun
them
your
susceptible
enemies.
to extra damage. In
Something
fact,
called Topple.
They usually can't even attack. When trying to execute advanced tactics, keep in mind that many arts have secondary abilities like Topple that
Poor
activate
enemy.
when used or under certain conditions. For example, Assault Hammer deals physical damage and impairs the enemy with Topple, but you can take the damage even further by comboing into another art for maximum damage. A good follow-up is a Flame Grenade, which will deal
Flame
additional
grenade.
damage to an enemy if they are toppled. Performing both arts back-to-back is known
Alright,
as
showing this
art
bird
combos.
creature.
Combos are key to taking down powerful enemies.
Alright,
in
so you
seconds.
gotta
So be
utilize
sure to read
utilize these
each
advanced
description to maximize
techniques
its usage.
and different
Another way
combos.
to beef up your arts and skills is to gain battle points by leveling up and completing quests. Invest BP in your
And I will be
skills,
completing
arts,
tons of
and
quests in this
your
game.
damage and abilities.
I can see myself
The difference
spending
between
hours and
level
hours
1
playing
and
this
a level
game.
2 ability can be huge, so make sure to level up as often as you can.
Oh, that makes
As
sense.
you can see, strengthening the combo gunner
Common
skill will
sense.
increase Topple to Flame Grenade combo damage by more than double. Some arts you learn will also increase damage depending on your position, so it's important to always use your surroundings.
Oh, and so even your
You can
position
attack
in
enemies from
battle
behind,
is
above,
important.
or below to improve your odds of landing critical
Ah, that's
hits.
interesting.
And even hit their blind spots, assuming they haven't.
Oh, okay, so some enemies have blind spots. Didn't know that.
As you progress in your campaign, you will gain access to Overdrive.
All right,
Once you have
Overdrive.
3,000 tension points, a spinning gear icon in the middle of the art palette will appear. Select the spinning gears to perform an overdrive.
All right, what is an overdrive?
Overdrive greatly enhances your combat abilities for a limited
Okay, so you have
While an overdrive is
boost
active,
for a temporary
counter
period
will
of time.
appear that alters based on the last art used. Each successful hit from an art during overdrive will advance the counter. The color of the overdrive counter changes depending on which art is used. With different
There's a lot to soak in, man, I have to admit. Tyrants. What are tyrants?
Future Blade members beware. There are incredibly powerful enemies on planet
Oh, these
Earth
must be the
known as
bosses.
tyrants. These enemies are much stronger than your typical foe, even when you outrank them in experience.
Wow.
That said, if you do manage to defeat one, you'll be rewarded with precious loot. To help you gauge the threat level, some tyrants will have a gold, silver, or copper crown, depending on how many players they have killed.
Wow.
So be on the lookout.
Okay.
Each month until Earth's destruction, we will release
I think that was
one more
it.
survival
That was
guide.
it.
Be sure to check out our
All
next
right,
video.
relatively
We
short.
will discuss the
My
power
thoughts.
of scales, how to obtain them.
A lot of information to soak in. I'll probably watch this a couple more times just so I can better understand it. But the game just looks cool.
Anyone else,
If you're not subscribed, click subscribe to stay up to date on all things Nintendo. Xenoblade Chronicles X. I'm out. December 4th. The game comes out December 4th. Only on Wii U.